Welcome to Viking basketball with Coach Barret Peery as the Vikings get ready to play the St. Martin Saints. Portland State at home this week with two non-conference games. St. Martin's tonight on Tuesday, and then Friday against Simpson College. The Vikings looking to extend or create a winning streak as they have a week off from conference play and then get back to it next week at home against the University of Montana. Before we talk about St. Martin's, we're going to relive a great victory on Saturday. The Vikings beating Idaho State 69-43. And Coach, maybe one of the best defensive performances any of your teams have ever had.
Yeah, no, I thought the guys really responded from that turnaround from Thursday night, and yeah, give the guys a lot of credit. And not only that, like you said, a great defensive effort, but it was for 40 minutes. You know, we gave up 20-something points in the first half and only 17 in the second half. So I thought our guys really played for 40 minutes. Needless to say, they weren't happy. They were an angry group of guys that felt like they had probably let one slip away and underachieved a little bit on Thursday, and they wanted to take care of business. They responded very, very well, and I was proud of them.
And the Vikings forcing 14 turnovers in the first half to take a double-digit lead by halftime, and then they just ran away with it in the second half. They held Idaho State to 27% shooting from the field, the 43 points, the fewest points allowed to a Division I opponent in 12 seasons. Coach, we haven't seen a lot of games like that around here because we tend to be more up-tempo, but that has to make you feel good when a game plan comes together like that.
Yeah, I thought the guys did a good job, and give the guys credit. You know, we needed to adjust some things from Thursday. We gave up too many three-pointers on Thursday night, didn't defend the three-point line well enough, and on Saturday we did a good job. We only gave up 3 of them, and that was kind of the difference, and that kind of set the tone that they weren't going to get those easy looks. We did a great job defending Parker on the post, and that gave us opportunities to go one and done and then run out a little bit. We got some good transition baskets as well. But bottom line is we guarded in the half court and really stopped them.
And the Vikings got great play from their big man, Khalid Thomas. A real strong performance, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Amari McCray with 10 points as well, 6 rebounds. And Jacob Iman off the bench with 11 points on 5 of 6 shooting. So 3 guys, 6'10", all making a big contribution. You're going to be good playing college basketball when you got guys like that.
Yeah, and add John Hall to the mixes too, going 4 for 5 from the field and really adding a good spark to us. You know, everybody saw that baseline dunk, that drive and dunk that he had. And I think he's another guy that's getting really comfortable. But those 4 guys at the 4 and the 5 spot right now are really getting settled in and comfortable and knowing their roles and knowing, you know, where they can have their opportunities to score, how they need to defend, and then they need to rebound the basketball. But I thought those guys, all 4 of them, really did a good job.
Okay, tonight's game, St. Martin's, a Division II program out of the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. They have not been able to play a lot of games because their conference has opted out. They are 0-3 coming into the game. But we do know they have some talented players, a talented team. They have played Seattle University and Seattle Pacific twice. Coach, this is a game where you don't want to stub your toe again because you had a bad experience earlier.
Yeah, and hopefully we've learned from that. You know, we've had a lot of opportunities to learn and grow, and I think our guys are at the point now where they know everything is important, and for 2 hours, everything is life and death. But St. Martin's comes here. They have a good group. They have 3 or 4 local guys that we know very well and saw them throughout their high school years, including their best player or leading scorer, Tyke Thompson, who played high school basketball with Kyle Greeley down the road in Salem, and then a couple other guys from local schools here that are good players and good contributors for them.
And a team with not a lot of size, the Vikings should have a good advantage there. But you mentioned Tyke Thompson. He is 6'7" as a perimeter player. They have Marky Adams inside, 6'9",
yep.
A big guy. So Portland State, if they can handle those 2 guys, they ought to have a physical advantage.
Yeah, for sure. But they have big guys. They have good length. Marky's a big, strong kid. He can score around the basket with his right hand and get up on the rim quickly. Like we mentioned, Tyke, you know, Schumacher from across the river over in Vancouver is a kid that we saw play many, many times in high school and the AAU and things like that. So we know him very well. But they have good perimeter guys. We have to defend the three-point line. They're going to play a lot of zone, try to slow us down and make us think a little bit. So we got to be very effective with the basketball at the offensive end as well.
Okay, the Vikings going into this game, non-conference play. We all know that it's all about the conference play in the Big Sky. But this game and later this week, non-conference, what are you going to try to get done? What are you going to try to develop with your team as the Vikings get set for that final month of conference play?
Well, you probably hit the nail on the head. Develop, it's just continue to get better. Practicing yesterday, get better at things, work on things. You always find things in film, even when you win a game by 25 points. There's things, the film is never as great or never as bad as you think it is. And so we found things that we needed to work on and get better at, and we'll continue to do that throughout the week because we got good teams coming up after these good teams this week.
Okay, once again, Simpson College coming in on Friday. Next week, the Vikings have Montana and 2 home games. But tonight, it's the Vikings versus St. Martin's, and it's coming up next.